Hey guys, happy Halloween. It's 7 o'clock here at night. My kids are so loud right now. But we're not going out trick or treating tonight. We've already been a few places already. Not today, but previous days. But we're not going out because my kids are sick as usual. Ooh, it seems every Halloween my kids get like really sick. Um, anyway, I wanted to update you guys on the CPS case. My kids are hyped up on candy, so my apologies. But instead, I wanted to update you on the CPS case that I was making online. Instead of making it online, what I've done is I just I started on it and I got halfway through and I was like, you know what, this is gonna take forever. There's so much stuff. So what I did is I called and made the report, which I've never done. Spoke to a very nice lady, very nice lady. She said the information that she wanted was recent information, nothing in the past, just recent. So I gave her as much as I could think of, and what she would allow me to say to her, um, and I told her that this is going to continue. And I definitely brought up today's situation where Olivia was crying and saying she was getting evicted, she was way past due on rent, and how she was talking about suicide and things like that. And I told them that she has stated out of her mouth recently that she knows how to work CPS, and she knows how to like lie to them and get them to um, help her instead of take her kids away. And then she comes back on live stream and like laughs in our faces pretty much. Um, and she took down Olivia's uh, TikTok and YouTube handle. I wasn't sure I got the TikTok one right. I told the lady that Olivia blocked me on TikTok, and she was like, if she has. Sorry, my kid came in here. But I said, I don't remember where I left off. Oh my god, mom brain is so real. Um, I said, oh my god, I don't even know. But I did say that she was talking about offing herself, and I said she was drinking nonstop, and I said, and she was gonna get behind the wheel and pick those kids up from school. I was like, that is dangerous, beyond dangerous. I said, if you look in her kitchen, you will, in the refrigerator or in the cabinet somewhere, you will find bottles of alcohol. I said she is constantly. I said she's been drinking like nonstop for like over a month. Um, I said she'll day drink, she'll night drink. Um, I said so much stuff. I mentioned, oh yeah, she said that she could work CPS, um, and I mentioned that suspected drugs, and how she looked like she was falling asleep yesterday or whenever, and left Kalani in the high chair for like 45 minutes by herself in the living room. Um, how she threatens the kids with a spatula. She has a spatula in her hand, like the black spatula that she always has, and how she said she's gonna kick AJ in the head. Um, she mutes her live streams to go, get him with the spatula, and how he's her least favorite child, and the whole live streaming the kids while they're in the bath, and her talking about and how she was talking about she doesn't have to get a job because she can suck dick um, real good where she doesn't need to get a job. And that's disgusting to say things like that in front of the kids. And I brought up Gamer Bay and Joey's situation. And I think that's as recent as that's as far back as they will let me go. It's like with Gamer Bay. Um, and I mentioned her throwing AJ on the bed and him begging for help and crying, and she wouldn't help him. And um, the hitting of AJ, and the mold in the apartment, and the baby's coughing, and how Olivia claims it's a milk allergy, and now the bruises on the baby, and Olivia saying it's a mosquito bite, allergic reaction to mosquito bites, and they're in the house with mold, and there's a stalker apparently. I mean, is the stalker situation true? Maybe not, but it's still important to know in case there really is. And Olivia is allowing these kids, these three older kids, to know about stalking. You know, and how, and I also brought up how she asked for Gerard's name, and I told him, and I said, "Do I know where he lives?" Absolutely not. I said, "I think about an hour away from where the kids live, or from where she lives, because it takes her an hour to get to the kids' school." And and I mentioned the whole Robin crying over her hair, like the braiding of her hair, and how um, Olivia wouldn't help her, which is like a 2 3 not 2 3 hour process, like hours and hours, long to do that to your hair. And if anyone braids hair and takes it out and stuff, God bless you. I couldn't do it. God bless you. I think braids are beautiful. I like dreads too. I love, 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 love dreads. And I know a lot of people are like, ugh, dreads, but I'm sorry, I love them. And I know dreads mold and things like that. You can get mold in your hair from dreads, but I like dreads. Um, and a lot of women can look good with no hair, like a lot of women. Um, and anyway, I just brought up so much stuff from recent. And, it's a sad and sorry situation that this has to happen. I need to delete my other report from online because if not, it will be auto submitted tomorrow, and I didn't finish filling it out. um, But anyway, everything I said, the lady said. I wrote down the number, the case number, and she said there will be an investigator contacting me at some point. I'm sure that's tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it'll be Monday. She did say she asked me. Oh, she said, I think I know what it was before that I couldn't remember. She said if you were banned blocked from her TikTok account, then how are you able to see these videos of her TikTok live streams? And I said reactors. I said thank God for them too. I said they watch her live streams and they record every bit of it and they clip them down because they're hours long, and they clip them down into sections and make videos about them. And I said, these people are trusted people that I watch. I said, they are very trusted and they give very good commentary. And she was like, so if we needed evidence of all of this, could you give it? And I said, absolutely. I said, absolutely. I said, it might take me a while to find it. I said, but I will find it. Absolutely. And she said, all right. Um, she said, great. And I said, yes. And she said, if the investigator asks, the investigator might ask you for the evidence. And I said, okay, sure. She said, I'm going to make a note in here that you have evidence. And I said, I sure do. I said, if I can't directly find it, I know someone, or probably know someone that could find it. Um, and you know, the situation is diabolical. And I told her, I said, it's going to continue. It's not going to get better. It's going to continue. And I said, she claims in December she's got to go to court, and she claims she's going to go to jail then. And she's afraid of losing her kids. And, I brought up said the whole situation with her crying, begging about rent, and talking about killing herself and stuff. And I said, this is not, I said, you're drunk like that, and then you're going to go pick up your kids from school. I said, absolutely not. And I said, and being in that kind of an emotional state, you shouldn't be behind the wheel. That's dangerous. And I said, she does not wear a seatbelt when she drives. And I said, while she's driving, she'll be live streaming in the car, and she'll be looking at the live stream while driving and not keeping her eyes on the road, which is dangerous beyond belief. I said, those kids don't have a bedtime routine. They're up all hours of the night when they got school the next day because Olivia's drunk and playing loud music and talking about men and screaming and cussing. I mean, I said so much, but ooh, I dropped my ring, y'all. Ooh, I dropped my engagement ring. Let me slide that back on. Um, You ever just play with your ring? You just kind of like move it up and down your finger, because I do that quite often. I don't know if it's like I don't know, a soothing mechanism or something. I don't know. I just do it. Maybe it's just habit. Um, but my actual engagement ring that my fiance proposed to me with, it was his mom's engagement ring, or her wedding ring set, and he proposed to me with that because she had one like wedding ring set, and then her husband went and got her like a nicer one. Like the one that she had before was real nice and vintage, but he wanted to get her a little bigger one, just cause. And anyway, he proposed to me with that, and it's beautiful. And every time I take it to the jewelry store to get cleaned or something, they're always like, "Wow, I love this. It's so vintage. It's gold. It's beautiful, and I have never seen anything like this. And you are lucky. You are so lucky." And everyone's like, "Ooh, ooh, can I take a picture of that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I love that. Anyway, so hopefully I'll hear back from somebody soon. But I did get the report going. I'm telling you guys, at nighttime, I cannot stay awake to do shit. I can't do it. I don't know what it is anymore. I can't hang. Um, and we just got back today, not too long ago. We went out to eat some lunch, had a doctor's appointment, went and had some lunch, and then went to the store and picked out a cookie cake for the kids, Halloween cookie cake, and they're eating candy and cake, and just doing it up for Halloween. My oldest, he's 7. He wants to watch a scary movie, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if you're ready for that. He thinks he is. We'll see. But I don't know of a scary movie that would be a starter for a kid at 7. That's not extremely scary. He watched Monster House, which I love that movie. It's so good. Oh my god, I love everything about that movie. And John Heater's in it for a little bit, and it's a good time. And he was a little scared of that, and I was like, dude, I was like, this is a cartoon movie for kids, and I was like, you're scared of this? Like, no. And they had this at the store. They had this Halloween cookie cake that had Jason on it, and it said "Have a Killer Halloween," and I thought, oh my god, I love that. And I was like, ooh, Jason. And my kid goes, oh, I love Jason. And I was like, you don't even know who that is. And he's like, yeah, dude. And I was like, okay. I was like, have you seen the Jason movies? And he was like, I bet he's a killer. I bet he kills people. I was like, yes, he does. Matter of fact. And he was like, ah. And I was like, yeah, you're not watching that. No, no, no. But anyway, he picked out this cute little ghost cookie cake, which I don't like cookies. I just don't. Ugh. I mean, I don't hate cookies, but I'm just not a big fan. Um, that's good though, because I'm not getting fat off of cookies. Just other things though. Anyway, we'll see what happens from here. But I hope you guys are having a happy and safe Halloween. Absolutely hope that. I need to cook dinner. Um, my fiance will be home in like 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours, something like that. So I need to cook some dinner. I wanted to make some soup beans. I'm not really hungry right now since I just ate. Um, we stopped at Freddy's and got some food. We love Freddy's. It's so good. I don't know if you guys have a Freddy's. It's Freddy's Steak Burger. It's kind of like Steak and Shake. And like to me, it's like the same thing, honestly, just Freddy's. Um, but service is always good. The fry sauce is delicious. I love burgers and fries. You just can't go wrong. Um, and I need to get some cleaning done. I feel like every room in my house is like destroyed. I feel like every room in my house is destroyed. There's stuff everywhere. But that's the joys of having 3 kids, 7 and under. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to get some cleaning done. I have zero energy. All I want to do is get in the bed and take a nap. But it's 7. Excuse me. It's 7 o'clock at night. Like you can't be taking a nap now because you'll be up all night. But I severely want to cuddle my fiance and just love on him for a really, really, really long time. I love him so much. He is amazing and fabulous and fantastic. And yeah. Anyway, my birthday's in a couple of days. That's fun. Um, We'll see what happens then on my birthday. It'll be Sunday. I was thinking tomorrow was Sunday, but no, today's Friday. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna take my kid to the store, let him pick out some toys or something that he wants. He has he has earned quite a bit of money for a kid his age, and so he wants to go spend it. So we're gonna go do that. And yeah, might pick up some more fruit. I love fruit so much. I can't get enough of fruit. It's num num. But yeah, I hope you guys have a safe and happy Halloween, whether you go out or stay in. If you go out, you drink or whatever, stay safe. Please stay safe at these Halloween parties. Make sure your drinks are safe. Make sure if you're going home with somebody that it's somebody you know, somebody that's decent, and who's a good person. And yeah, if you have kids, make sure you get that snack tax. You know what I'm talking about. That's the best part of Halloween is getting that snack tax. I love it. I love it so much. We were out trunk or treating the other day, and I was telling my kid, I was like, "Ooh, snack tax!" And this lady standing next to me goes, "Girl, I have 10 grandbabies." She said, "I am overflowed with snack tax." She said, "I love me some Halloween." I said, "Yes, girl." I said, "Yes." She said, "I love my grandbabies and I love my snack tax." I said, "Yes." I said, at least you know what I'm talking about." She said, "Absolutely, I do." She said, "That's an important part of being a mama and a daddy and a grandparent." She said, "Or any kind of guardian." I said, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am." um, but I can't stop yawning. Once I start yawning, I can't stop. So, sorry. But I'm going to let you guys go. Have an amazing Halloween. Comment down below what you did for Halloween. Let me know because I want to know what y'all did. I love Halloween. What y'all dress up as this year? I was a witch, and my oldest was a skeleton. He wanted to be Steve from Minecraft because he's obsessed with Minecraft, but they were all sold out. And they were all sold out of like every other Minecraft costumes. And then my 3-year-old, he was, I don't remember. Oh, he was a policeman. He wanted to be a policeman, and I love that. Oh, and I told the CPS worker, I said, she claims, with the stalker that, she threatens these people to come to her apartment so she can fight them, and then she'll call the cops on them, and then, make up lies about said person, so they can get arrested. But, I wanted to throw that in there before I forgot. Now, again, I said some other things too, but um, my baby this year was a pumpkin, and she was so cute. Oh my gosh, so cutie pie. I love her. And the kid's dad, he didn't dress up this year because he was working, and he's been working. Um, and he's been super busy lately, so busy. Where he works at, his boss is opening up another like lounge bar area, and so he's having my fiance spend most of his time working there at the new lounge, like doing construction work there and getting it ready. So I was gonna say if you're ever in the area, you can come see, but I don't like to disclose where I live. I just don't. Um, just know I'm on the East Coast. Okay, I'm on the lower East Coast. Um, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle of the East Coast. Middle of the map on the East Coast. I'll just say that. Um, where I'm from, you think of hillbillies, hillbillies. But it's true. My neighbor is such a big hillbilly, like one of the biggest hillbillies I know. Like he kind of reminds. I was gonna say he reminds me of the guy from oh gosh, what is that movie that everybody knows? Wasn't a Blade? No, maybe. Let me look this up, y'all. You know me, I have to look these things up because I can't remember the names of these things. Let me see here, y'all. What is that movie? Everybody knows the name of it. I know y'all don't care, but I care. It bothers me. Uh, hold on. Oh, it didn't pop up. It should be the first thing. Oh yeah, Sling Blade. That's what it is. Sling Blade. He reminds me of the guy from Sling Blade. What is that guy's name? I love Sling Blade. That is such a good movie. So good. Um, uh, let me see. No. Oh my gosh, who is the guy that plays? No, that's. Hmm. Uh, hold on, y'all. Dwight Yoakam. Of course, Dwight's in it. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I really have to. Family Guy. I really have to look this up. Uh, okay, Carl Childers. Oh, it's Billy. Yeah, Billy Bob Thornton. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Oh my god, but Carl Childers, like really like fabulous. I don't really care for Billy Bob Thornton, but fabulous, fabulous, fabulous um actor in that movie. Like, oh my gosh, it was inspired by the real life experiences of Billy Bob Thornton. I didn't know that. It says many elements are drawn from people and events from Thomas Thornton's childhood in Arkansas, making it Arkansas. That makes sense though, for real. I didn't know he's from Arkansas. Billy Bob Thornton. He used to date. Angelina Jolie. Wasn't there a thing where him and Angelina Jolie were like fooling around in the limo before some kind of award show or something? Like really, really fooling around. Anyway, I love Sling Blade. Actually, I might watch that again. Oh, and if you see this tonight, leave me some comments below of some really good scary movies, because I have not seen a scary movie in a really long time that's actually scared the living daylights out of me. The closest, the one movie that's absolutely scares the hell out of me and will until the day I die is The Exorcist, the original. Like, hands down, to me, the scariest movie alive. Like, you know, like I've never seen anything that comes close. I mean, Strangers is really scary though. Don't look in your windows at night. I'll tell you that much. Don't do it. But anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go. I've been here for too long. I'm very, very, very thirsty all of a sudden, so I need some water. And I'm gonna go. Have a happy Halloween, and I will let you guys know about some updates with the reports. Everything that I can remember that I told the lady, I'm gonna try and go ahead and find like clips so I can get that prepared. And hopefully I'll hear back tomorrow. But I do appreciate you guys for not following, for I guess following along on my journey of YouTube, subscribing, supporting me, liking, and commenting. It truly, truly means a lot to me. And I've said it before, 21 subscribers, it's not a lot, but to me, it is a lot. When you start from zero and you have 21 subscribers, you're like, wow, wow, like, wow. But, anyway, thank you guys so much for subscribing. It truly means a lot to me, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you all. And I can't wait for my channel to maybe eventually grow. So, have a happy, safe Halloween. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Stay fly and enjoy the vibes over here at Sunflower Power. I was going to say Sunflower Power Nation, but I guess it could be Sunflower Power Nation or Sunflower Power Tribe. I kind of like that Sunflower Power Tribe, the hippie tribe, if you will. But yeah, I love you guys. Don't get too drunk. Make sure you have a designated driver If you're out partying, make sure you're staying safe at these parties. Don't smoke anything that you don't know what it is. Don't take anything you don't know what it is. Check your drinks, ladies. Even men, check your drinks. You never know. And I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go. Bye.